Hello everyone, this is Joab here. Today I'm gonna be going over how to navigate through multiple scenes in Unity. Please subscribe to the channel. It has been great sharing some resources with you guys. All right, great. So let's just start and jump in and play with that and how to create multiple scenes and navigate through them. All right, so here I have my scene already. I have all my setup, camera rig and everything else, player controller. This is a VR application that's working already. I built that and played with that in my VR headset. How to create a VR app. There's so many videos already in the channel, so take advantage to go over them. All right, cool. So just today I'm going to cover on how to create multiple scenes. So here I have this scene here called Cube 1. Let me just delete this Cube 2 here. I have a scene called Cube 1, and there's just a cube there, nothing else. And what I'm going to be doing here, I'm going to just copy and paste the scene. So I'm just going to select here, copy and paste. So you can see that's cube 2 here right now. So I'm going to go ahead and click twice in this cube 2. So obviously it's just a copy, right? So you can see the change here, cube 2. And what you do is I'm going to maybe make a copy of this cube. I'm going to change this scene a little bit just to make it's a little bit different. I'm going to resize this cube just to make this cube a different cube. Let me just copy one more. I think that will do the job. So we can see some difference and learn and see that this is a different scene in this scene that the other scene that we just copied. Cool. I'm gonna change the colors. I'm gonna actually let me make a copy of this blue here, so I can change the shade, and I will change the colors of the cubes so we can see. Okay, cool. So different scene. Let me save. So scene 1 is just one white cube. Scene 2 is the different scene. We can even let me just make another copy. I'm gonna change the floor as well. I'm gonna get let's see. I just got it red right there. A different color. Cool. Completely different scene. Excellent. Let's go back to the cube 1 here. Hold on. I'm gonna walk to the cube 1, to this cube, which will be a trigger, and then I will show up in this scene 2 here, which is called cube 2. So that's the goal. Okay, and this can work vice versa. You just can keep coming back from one scene to the other. Okay, all right. It's pretty simple. This is very small script. Okay, cool. All right, so I'm gonna select the cube here. So I have the cube. I already have the script here actually. Let me just delete the script and we start over it again. Let me just remove the script. Great. All right. I have the script, the cube. First thing that you need to do is you select the cube, the object that will be triggered, and you need to add a tag on it, which will be players. Usually it's always on tag. Change here and add player, because what's going to happen is the player, which will be you walking here, will hit this object, and the description knows that is a player that will hit this object. You also need here is your player OVR player controller. You select your OVR player controller, and then on tag here you add player here. This is very important that you change the tags, okay? Because on a script, the script will ask for, okay, so the tag on a player and the tag on an object. Okay, cool. All right. So select the player, the object here, click on an add component and new script. Let me see, I'm gonna write let's see here, next scene cube, write that all together, and I'm gonna create, just click create and add. So obviously this is a blank script, it's creating right now. Okay, cool. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna click twice here to open the script. Let's see, which is right here. Really pay attention to this, is very important, okay? As we already know, as you're writing scripts, you need to write exactly the same way, okay? So you created a script that called next scene cube. So this is the name of the script that I wrote. You need to write here, okay? So next scene cube. Okay, everything else here looks pretty great. So just a few things here what this script does. The script on a trigger, when you hit that object, which would be a triggered object, and the collider, that the object will, that's pretty much what the player will go after to an object that is triggered, it sets to be triggered, and that's a collider too. Also right here, scene manager, load scene. This level index here is regarded to a number of your scene, which will be found on a player settings, and I will show you where you can find this. And here is also the tag to player, which I told you that the game object needs to be connected to. So everything here really makes sense. So really pay attention to where the level index is. You already found out about the tag player, and you already know the objects that you're gonna hit, which is trigger, is a collider object, which the Y cube is a collider object. Okay, cool. So here, don't forget, this is very important. This needs to be the name of the script, word by word, okay? Cool. All right, so the script is here. I'm gonna save the script, go back to Unity, and let me just go here. The script is being compiled, so it's perfect, things looks great here. All right, great. So next scene cube is already, it's already there, and you can see here shows the level index, okay? Let me just go back to scene here. So it's open this section here, and this is going to be very important for us to navigate and explore our next scene. Cool. All right. So let me show to you where the next level index is. So I'm going to go to File. I'm going to go to Building Settings. So let me actually go back for a second. Let me just open my scene 2, save my scene, go to Cube 2, and I need to save the scene. Build Settings. I only have the scene 1. I'm going to add the next scene, which is right here. So really pay attention. Okay, so you see this number here? This is the index. Okay, so these numbers refers to the scene. So number 0 here, that's a scene cube 1, so that refers to it. The scene cube 2, that's the index number of the scene, number 2, okay? So I'm gonna go to my cube 1 scene right here, select the cube. I have the level index here. What I want is, again, when this is a box collider, this collider object, when I walk towards this cube, which is triggered, you see it's triggered. If it's not triggered here, make sure that you check on this. I want it goes to the next scene. So my next scene, cube 2, the number in the level index was 1. And I'm going to just put the number 1 here. Okay? And I'm going to save it. And then that's it. It's like no secret. When I walk towards here now to this cube, you would just go to the scene 2. So again, you need to remember that cube, the tag needs to be on player. My OVR player controller, the tag needs to be on player. And again, the script needs to be added on the object into the number of the level index. Okay, so just to double check one more time, right here, the level index of the cube 2 is 1. And so I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna build, and let's test this out. All right, everyone, so here I am on my VR environment right now. That's the white cube now, so the goal is just to go to it, and I will be able to access my next scene without clicking. Just the object is triggered already, so let's do it. Let's just try that out. As I walk towards, right there, already into my my next scene. So that's kind of pretty much. The script is very short. It's just like very, very, very easy to work with that script. So really take advantage. I still have any special audio here that before you can hear a really funky audio going on. Cool. So hope you take advantage of it and create multiple scenes. All right, keep it up. Subscribe to the channel. Have fun. All right, peace out.